mayonnaise music is a certain genre of music, right? I don't know if y'all have seen Undercover Brother, the original Eddie Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Like when they put my man on the mission, they put him in the chair and he had to like tunnel to get into a vibe of what they had. You know what I mean? So we just gonna get into their vibe. You know what I mean? We gonna get into the Undercover Brother vibe. You know what I mean? It's good music in the mayonnaise music section. You know what I'm saying? So we go, yeah. That was as politically correct. Still laughing. Still laughing.
You like shit.
Yo, yo, what is going on, party people? You hear me?
Party people.
Yeah, party people. Listen, man, welcome back to the They Jammin podcast, the home of the jam, the home of the conversation. This I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good this episode. This one
Yes,
feels
sir.
different.
Yes, sir.
This one definitely feels different for me, man. But I can't start the party. You know what I'm saying? The party can't go on without my people in the room. You know what I mean? And I got a LT talk to me. How you feeling today?
Hello, party people. I'm good. It's Friday. It's Friday, and we celebrating a little something today. So
Little something.
a little something.
Celebrating. Hey, do you usually feel different when it's a celebration, a part of something like do you like surprises? How did that go for you?
Yeah. Normally, if I'm doing something like on the weekend, I'm probably anticipating it the whole entire week.
Whole day, right?
Yeah, whole entire week. I'm like, man, I got something good coming on Friday. But yeah, to answer your second question, I love surprises. Love them.
Okay, we're gonna keep that in mind. We definitely gonna keep that in mind. John, you heard that, brother. We gotta do surprises for sure. Surprises
Yeah.
for sure.
I heard
LT.
that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling today, brother? Talk to me.
Hey, man, I'm feeling good. Man, I'm excited too, man. A little nerves going on, man, because it is a special episode. It's a special day, man. So like I'm sitting in here, man, just thinking back, man. It's exciting. So I'm good, man. I'm good.
Listen, everybody in the room pretty much feels the same way. And we want y'all to feel the same way because today is our 100th episode, y'all. Come on, man. 100th episode. I'm not even
you said yo, I was like, man, is that the 100th time we've heard you say yo?
well, now come on. We can be real. Some of them episodes didn't, you know what I mean? We may be at like 105 by now because I messed up a few times. I'm gonna let you know.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah. Let the people know. But listen, man, it's something to be excited about. It is definitely maybe I can say my emotions at the end of the episode because it's hard to get words. I've never actually accomplished this before, so this is something new for me. It feels different. It feels good. So yeah, we gonna run through the episode, man. We definitely gonna have a good time. I'm gonna continue to bring y'all that They Jammin energy. You know what I'm saying? Good jams, the home of the conversation, the home of the jam. With that being said, who gonna play some music? Who gonna start us off tonight? Am I gonna do the honors? Is everybody else feeling the vibe? Talk to me. What we doing?
I'm Gucci either way. So
Either
y'all
Oh,
just
way,
oh,
let
so
me
you in
know.
your bag, like you could
either
open,
way.
close, you could
I can
close
open, I
tonight.
can close, I can do whatever. Yeah.
Oh man. What? Well,
Definitely.
man, let me take the opportunity to be the pace setter today since LT
Okay.
is like, what? I'm bringing the heat. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, man. But you know what? I was gonna ask a question, but maybe I should wait until after the song before I ask the question. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll play the song first, and we'll come back with some questions.
Yeah, circumnavigate the globe as the cash grows. Get a nigga whack like you get the grass mowed. I'm talking slick when I'm with the big slime, nigga. Could hit your bitch, you can never hit mine, nigga. In my DM, they electric slide, nigga. No catfishing, this is not a fish fry, nigga. Never switch sides on my dog. Catch a contact, hit your ride, go to Mars. Everybody say, how could you come about your face and say I ain't the hardest nigga you'd have never heard? I left off like a rapper's dead and bird. A verse for me is like 11 birds. Just did the math, it's like $2,000 every word. I'm on the purge, I beat the church. I killed some niggas and I walked away from it. Then I observed just how you curved and told them nigga that they gotta wait for me. I know you ain't hot demand. I'm ballin' on them pussy nigga like you want a man. I'm drowning all inside the pussy like I never swam. Hey, fuck your IG, I put something on your sonogram. I'm the man. Hey, hey. Meet me at the London. If you find time, we can run one. Talk about some things we can undo. You just in the pen, I can find you. 6'1" on the money, 9'2". You just say the word and I run through. 2 texts, no reply, that's when I knew.
2 texts, no reply. That's when I knew.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's one. It's one of my favorite lines, man. They'd be like, "Why you stop texting, man?" I said, 2 texts, no reply. That's when I knew you ain't like me.
Did they pick up on it? Is the question. Did they know what you was talking about?
Nobody ever catches that reference. I was like, as big of a song as this was back in 2019, no one ever catches that reference when I say 2 texts, no reply. That's when I knew. Nobody catches it. So that's just something, it's my own little private inside joke with me.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. Hey, look, you know I'm a
No,
fan
man.
of that song all
Yeah.
day, every day. I love J. Cole. I like Young Thug's music. You know what I'm saying? And so just that combination, fire,
Yeah.
fire, absolutely fire.
Like J. Cole he was being dumb with his bars, man. He said, forget your IG, I put something on your sonogram. Like, what? Yo, talk about
Yeah, J. Cole definitely slid on this beat.
he
Like
slid, didn't he?
he was so smooth with it. Like and he switched up his cadence a couple times. I was like, yes, I need all of this. This is great. But I have to admit, if I have heard this song, I don't remember it because this to me was like my first time ever hearing it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, let's go. But yeah, I liked it. It was good. I can't even tell you what the song was about, but I just know that I liked it. Okay.
You know what? I can't either. Like they call it the London.
Yeah.
Travis Scott is talking about something. J.
Nope.
Cole's talking about something. Young Thug talks. I don't understand what the London
I
was.
have no clue at all.
I
Like
think
they
I
were
just
talking about
heard.
different things. I
Yeah. I heard Travis Scott say one time, please meet me at the London. I'm like, what is the
I was
London?
about to say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they just all came with their own flow.
Yeah.
Crazy,
it
crazy
worked
that
though.
it worked. That's what I'm saying. That's so. Imagine listening to a song and having three different, three different aspects of this. You know what I'm saying? And so like it actually working out for them, and we listening to it. You know what I mean? Like that's really a radio jam. Like they'll play that on the radio. It'll go crazy. Absolutely insane.
It was going crazy back in what came out in 2019. It did numbers, man. It was rocking. But I think it got lost in the shuffle because we forgot a lot of stuff. What Nip died in 2019, then 2020 brought the pandemic. So like I think it didn't get the run that it could have gotten. But that was a big album uh for Young Thugger. And that was the time when Travis Scott was really making waves. So
Right, right. That's
yeah,
very true. That was before all the concert stuff had happened with Travis. So
right,
he was, if you
right.
had Travis Scott on one, it was it. You know what I mean? And so like That's actually
Yeah,
interesting.
because Astro
Yeah,
World was out at this time.
asteroid. Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Astro World was out.
That's definitely. I mean, John, you pulling from this. I feel like there's a vibe here. You know what I mean? But I don't want to. I don't want to step on your question. You know what I'm saying? Just so like I want you to be able to get into your vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Out of all of the episodes of They Jammin', what are a few of y'all's favorites? Because I know a few of mine.
Ooh.
I wish I would have prepared for this
I
question.
was about to say I had some notes on this one. Hey, look, I'm gonna go back to uh the obvious one because this is the first time I'm hearing this question. When LT joined us, the very first episode when she was a guest, I had
Episode number
listen,
36.
listen.
Yes.
I had ill intentions from the beginning. I'm gonna let y'all know
Yeah.
that right now.
Yeah.
Like
LT, we
I
knew
knew it.
about you way before you knew about us.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm telling you, the vibe was there, man. Just the previous conversations that we had had. We had worked together before, and so like I definitely knew I wanted to have her on the show for sure. And when she was, she could talk about it on her side, but when she accepted, hey, it took me and John to a whole nother level for sure.
Sure
And so
did.
like that episode for me, first one that sticks out in my head, super dope. That was during the Spotify days, so they couldn't see us yet. You know what I mean? And so like that was a whole nother vibe too. But LT, how did you feel that very first episode? Honestly.
Yeah, I was nervous as all get outs. I was so nervous because I didn't know, like, I remember asking them, hey, like, can y'all send me some questions? Like, what's going on? Like, how am I supposed to do this? And Rock was like, nah, ain't no questions. I was like, what you mean ain't no questions? He was like,
Yeah,
this is
this is
not
the
really an
Jammin'
interview.
Podcast,
It's just
man. We are going to give y'all great conversation, as you can see. If this is your first time here, we have great conversation. Dope music will be played. Today's episode is real special. We're gonna have a good time with y'all. This is gonna be dope. As you know, at the end of every episode, we tell y'all what time it is on the They Jammin' Podcast. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I want to see
what you mean
where the
ain't no
vibe is going.
questions? He was like, this is not really an interview. It's just like we just chopping it up. And I was like, yo, this could either be really, really bad or like really, really good.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah, and like it ended up being so chill. Like I played songs and we talked and we chatted. Like we just chopped it up like it was friends, right? Like I had never really met um well, I had not met John, but I had definitely known Rock, so I was comfortable with him, but like still just not knowing like what the format was, like truly, like somebody can tell you what it is, but once you're in that thing, it's like, oh, but man, I had such a good time. I had like such a it was new, right? It was new, and so it was that those nerves, but also like, yay, this is kind of exciting. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite episodes too. I think the other episode that I would say is recent when I kind of spilled some tea and our views went crazy. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
Is that what
yeah.
the people told me that blessed me tremendously was that there were many times that they wanted to call me or text me just to apologize, knowing good and well that regardless of what they ever did to me, that I would open my arms to them. They knew that I have always shown grace and that they should have and could have 100% come to me at any point to just say, hey, I'm sorry. And that it wouldn't have been me popping off. It wouldn't have been me, calling them out their name. It wouldn't have been none of that. It would have seriously just been, okay, thank you for saying I'm sorry. And it touched me because yes, that is truly who I am. Like I give grace because God gives me grace literally every minute of my life.
yeah.
Is that what the people want to
Yeah,
hear?
buddy.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
buddy.
probably some of my favorites. Again, just not having to do any like research on which ones I really, really love. Those would probably be my favorite too.
Man, yeah, the one that's definitely up there in the canon. The first one we had with LT, that was called Change Agent. And I remember when we were making the reels because LT came in and hit us with that How We Roll with Sierra and Chris Brown. And we ran them reels back. No, this is just how we roll. This is how we roll.
roll. You know what it is, what it is. How we roll. You know what it is, what it is. That's just how we
Perfect
roll.
way
Oh my
to
God.
start the show.
Yeah.
That was the perfect way.
Listen, so I was okay while I was going through, right? Because I was stressed about these songs. Like, I wanted to really just come with that song because it gave me like skating ring nostalgic vibes. Like, I'm in the skating ring, and you know,
Yep.
been in that corner and you going real slow, but you also vibing and jigging too. Like, that's what it gave me. That's exactly
This
where
is
it
how we
brought me.
roll. This is how we ran that thing back, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the very last episode before LT became a permanent host was John B. singing.
Zombies.
Hey, you see that? What? Why? Why? Rock do me this way. But if you check out the episode, I think I sang on every interlude between songs. But Rock, you ain't right for that. Hey, I need y'all to have my back. Go check the episode out.
Zombies singing.
And the only reason why that stands out to me is
Oh God.
because Rock caught me off guard. And two, again, that was the last episode before you accepted our offer to become a permanent host. So your first
Hey y'all, it's LT. I am one of the hosts for the They Jammin podcast, and I am so ready to jam out with you. What do we do every episode? We jam to the latest and greatest hits. This podcast is brought to you by the Help Myself Podcast Network, and it's coming to a platform near you. So let's get it.
a permanent host. So your first permanent show, that one was dope.
Yeah.
That one was dope. So those are a couple of my favorites, man.
See, John gave 2, so I feel inclined. You hear
Go
me?
for it. Go for it.
Go ahead.
LT gave 2.
LT did give 2. LT gave 2. Listen, man. Look, now I'm gonna sound like a proud dad here, but oh well, who cares? My episode that I loved was the episode I missed. My very first episode I missed. They Not Like Us. Man, these guys. Oh my God.
That
When I
was
Was that
tell
the
you
first one?
that was the very
Yeah.
first one I had missed. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Y'all took over the
Wait,
reins.
I thought the first one was when LT went doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That was the
Yeah,
first one.
No, it
No, I was there for that
what
one.
you talking about. Yeah, he was there for
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I was there for
Let's
that
not
one.
fight it. Let's let him go. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, man, y'all's moment on that episode was super dope because I was honestly listening from a fan side of things. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on the episode, and so I'm listening to the episode, and I got points
Nah, it's
that I
not true. It's
wanna
not
say.
true. I got to clarify so I don't have to clean it up on the back end. They Not Like Us was actually a video episode.
Yeah, that was the first. That was
Nah, because the one with the doo-doo-doo, that was just an audio episode.
outside. You are 100% correct.
I had to clear that up. Because as
Yeah.
I was editing, then I would have had to put in a note that we got it wrong. But yeah. Nah, that was the first one.
Outside. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, outside definitely. Well, I'll run that whole little piece back. Outside was definitely my favorite episode with these guys because it was their very first time working without me, and so like it was a beautiful.
Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gon' love me quite like you can. Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gonna love me quite like you.
Oh my goodness.
Without me. And so like it was a beautiful thing to see them carry the show and make it make sense. You know what I mean? Because really our format, it's not an easy thing to carry. I'm telling you, when them lights come on, it's hot. You hear me? It's hot. LT said it best, man. When you get on the show, it's a different vibe. We do our best to make everybody feel loved and comfortable, and so like I feel like it betrays to the audience. But man, what they did on that episode, I'm talking about the conversation and just being tapped in and in tune. Hey, I was like, yo, they got it. You know what I mean? They definitely got
Yeah,
it.
that
And
was a
so
dope
like
episode,
that was
man.
Yes.
that was it,
LT played
I
some
felt it. Yeah, no
jams.
doubt. No doubt.
Yo, she
Yeah.
played some jams.
Yeah.
Definitely no doubt. Listen, man, I'm gonna jump into some music. We're gonna keep this thing going. I want to continue to do what I do. We 100 episodes in, you know what I'm saying? So why would I stop just giving y'all dope music? So let's do it.
Bad in your bougie. Bad in your bougie. Bad in your bougie. Good God, Lord Almighty. Where they pluck you from? You ain't gotta do too much. Just roll out of bed with the glow of the one. I don't need to affirm you. You got that shit on lock. But I'll gladly remind you of all that secret sauce you got. Bad in your bougie. Bad in your bougie. So bad, so bougie. Bad in your bougie. Smooth the way you groove. Bad in your bougie. Bad in your bougie. So bad, so bougie. Bad in your bougie. Smooth,
Bad and bougie.
Bad and bougie. Listen, listen to
All
me.
right.
Come
You
on.
bad and you bougie.
Come on.
Hey,
Catchiest thing
bad and
I
you
heard
bougie.
in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like this Jerome Thomas, Bad and Bougie, you know what I mean? This right here caught me off guard because a lot of the times, right, I'll watch TV for TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really here for the for the music. It's a nice treat. You know what I mean? Like when it's an even balance, it's super dope. But I will say this, man. I'm tapped into this TV show and I'm looking and listening to the scene, and this song I played for maybe 5 seconds. Changed my life. I said, wait a minute. What is this? Who is this? You know what I mean? And luckily, he said, this is the important thing. Like, when you're an artist, clarity and the things that you say in the music are super important. Because he said Bad and Bougie so clear, I was able to figure out who this was and find this song. Man, I'm telling you, I found it. And I will say this. I don't know, like I said, I don't know very much about Jerome Thomas, but man, when I tell you, just based off the 5 seconds of that song that I got during the show, I already knew this whole song was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like that this was a vibe. And so once I played the whole song, I was like, oh yeah, no doubt this is playlist worthy. I couldn't wait to bring it to They Jammin. You know what I'm saying? And so like we 100 episodes in and I still feel good about finding new music, y'all. I'm telling you, it is a beautiful thing. They Jammin, the home of the conversation, the home of the jam. How did y'all like that song? Talk to me.
Yeah, he gave me D'Angelo vibes for
Come on now.
For sure.
That
He
was the whole
For
straight up
vibe.
sure.
Yeah. That
D'Angelo
was a
vibes. And D'Angelo just, I mean, he can put any woman to at rest. Do you hear me? At rest. So I truly
at
enjoyed.
rest.
I truly enjoyed this song, and it was catchy. So yeah, that's always a plus too when it's catchy and real smooth like D'Angelo is. So yeah, it's good.
Man, I'm telling you, D'Angelo comparison makes so much sense to me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like that vibe, just being able to float on the music. That
Yeah.
that ain't an easy task, man. I'm telling y'all, like we ain't heard this since D'Angelo, so it's really it's so cool to see that it's new artists out here in that lane as well. You know what I mean? And so like I that's the one thing I love about music is we can go back. You know what I mean? We can stay here. The vibe is there. You know what I mean? Especially when new artists take into consideration the classics. Like, you know what I mean? Like he definitely, I don't know, he got to know. You know what I mean? Like there's no point where people can be like, yeah, I've never met that guy, or I don't know who he is, but man, I'm telling you, it's there. Like D'Angelo is all over that. It's got to be a heavy influence for sure. The music is dope. The music is definitely dope. Listen, now what makes me smile is right. We 100th episode. And y'all still ain't did the essentials. Is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is not one point in this day where you have not done the essentials, man. I need you to do the essentials. You done been here 100+ times, whether it was on Spotify, YouTube. Come on now, talk to me, man. Do the essentials. Subscribe, hit the like button, share this thing with your people.
Yes.
Sign in. I don't know why I gotta say this, but sign in, man. Let that view count for us, man. Definitely sign in on YouTube. Check us out. Check out the full episode. We
Yeah.
want our algorithm to continue to grow, man. This has been honestly like a dream come true of ours, man. We put the work in. And if you are interested to go over into the Spotify and tap in on the catalog is crazy here on YouTube and on Spotify. So y'all stay
Mhm.
tapped in, man. We got a lot of cool things coming. 100th episode. It feels good. I know John can say a lot here. You know what I'm saying? Because he was there. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole process, man. I know it feels good to him as well. How you feeling, brother? Talk to me, please, before we move on to the next song.
Man, I hate to be petty patty right here, but the first episode that me and LT did together was R&B Bag. You remember we played Money Long, we played Dre Scott,
Yeah.
the Feelings Live.
Oh
That was the
yeah.
first one. Played the
Yes,
Coco, man. Yeah, we got into the R&B.
we
That was the
definitely
first
did.
one. So me and LT, we got a catalog, bruh.
Hey, you hear me? You hear me?
We got a
Catalog is
catalog,
insane.
bruh.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, definitely.
Nah,
For
man.
sure.
I think about when we first started. Man, I don't want to be the historian, but this is a big moment. Like, I had in 2022, I had Rock on my podcast, and it was September, so San Antonio. So I did 4 guests off from my hometown and everything. And me and him talked about starting something. And so I was just like, I've been thinking, man, doing a podcast on my own, that's a heavy lift, man, and to do something with somebody. And so we talked, and Rock came up with this concept, They Jammin' and all this. And when I heard it, I was like, yo, that's so dope, but how we gonna do it? Man, he did all of the, he looked into everything, found platform, how we were gonna make it happen. So we talked about it. Then we came together around mid-January, and we was like, yo, let's get it started. Let's go in February. And we ran that thing off, starting in February of 2023. And the first episode, man, I remember we played Superstar. We
Mm.
played I can't remember everything, but I just remember we closed
He
that show
know.
out with Superstar.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
closed that show
Yep.
out with Superstar, man. And just to say that that's not happening, it's huge because 90% of podcasts that get started rarely go past 3 to 5 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah. And if you go through a lot of popular ones or ones that started out with fanfare, you'll see that and obviously the ones that got the machine behind them, they do better because they got a production studio and a budget. But just starting casual podcasts, 90% of the time they don't go past 3 to 5 episodes. So for us to be like, and we went through a whole platform shakeup, and
Right.
it didn't stop our momentum. So it's just like, I think I was saying this on an episode with just me and Rock. And so I think it deserves to be said while you're here, LT. Like we were doing our thing, man, but when you came in, you took a show that was established and you took it to the next level. So that says a lot about what you bring to the table and who you are. So, man, you talking about proud papa. I'm feeling proud papa-ish, and I got the age to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, listen, it all makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Like this team that we put together, so dope. The level of entertainment that we give to you
Yeah.
guys and the music behind it, it all makes so much sense to me. Like when LT was explaining, when I reach out to people or I say something, they'll always ask me like, "Hey, what's the format?" And I give them the format, man. We gonna play some music and we gonna talk about that music. And then I don't
And
know
that's
it.
just that.
Yeah. Exactly, man. We want you to feel comfortable. We created a vibe. I will say this. I'm gonna give y'all some insider information, right? Um, this show was so much of a thought for me that in my creative thinking and creative space, me and John, we came up and said we wanted to do something. I came up with a name and a concept, and we that question he asked, how do we get it done? Man, when I tell you, I had no idea. I had no idea. I had no
Mm.
idea how to get this. It was a thought in my head. It was something that I wanted to do, and when I tell you, like it, doing the research, put the work. If I can give you anything, any tool, anything in life, do the research. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Do the research, find out. Don't let nothing get in the way of the vision or the goal or the concept, whatever it is that you got. Just do the research and make it happen, man. Just do it. Just do it. Because that very first episode, me and John, we had a baby outline, but we just went with it. It was a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Awesome.
this is why our format works so well because it's natural. Like it's just a conversation and just us playing good vibes, sharing good music with each other. So it's super dope. I love it. We can talk about this all day. LT, talk to me. Where we going with some music? Talk to me.
Yeah, so my vibe tonight is a little different just on the first song, but it's meaningful and it's Ariana Grande with POV.
It's like you got superpowers. Turn my minutes into hours. You got more than 20/20, babe. Made a glass the way you see through me. You know me better than I do. Can't seem to keep nothing from you. How you touch my soul from the outside. Permeate my ego and my pride. I wanna love me the way that you love me. Oh, for all of my pretty and all of my ugly too. I love to see me from your point of view. I wanna trust me the way that you trust me. Ooh, 'cause nobody ever loved me like you do. I love to see me from your point of view.
LT, talk to us.
Yeah, I think the song is super self-explanatory. It's like I just want to see how you see me, right? Like that's super honest and vulnerable for someone to even ask that. Like, how do you see me? I want to see me from your point of view. And I love how the song was arranged. I love that it was a ballad. I love that it was again honest and vulnerable and yeah, I love it. I am becoming a huge fan of Ariana Grande, and it's her old stuff, not even anything new. It's all her old stuff. This album in particular, I love. And I really just started listening to it like maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I love the lyrics. I love how it made me feel. Um, and yeah, that's it. I don't
Yeah, so point of that first off, Ariana Grande, I have said this multiple times on this show. She's so dope. Like
know.
I feel like that's something we take for granted from her. I love her energy that she brings to a song. And this particular song, I have a question. You know what I mean? And this is one of them ones where in a loving relationship, in a relationship that's filled with love, is it hard to answer the question of looking at something from their point of view? Is that a hard thing to answer when you actually do care and love for somebody in that situation?
I don't think so at all. I think it actually makes it easier for you to tell them exactly how you feel and how they are and how they are valued from from their point of view. So I think it makes it easier. It's not easy to tell someone that you're not in relationship with how they are viewed, right? I think it takes relationship. I think it takes proximity to the person to really truly tell them how you feel about them and how they are viewed and how they are adored. And, I think it takes all of that in order to do that properly and honestly.
No, that's real. That's definitely real. Because I feel like it creates the conversation of a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like you what if what if they say something that you don't see for yourself in that point of view? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like that just creates a conversation. The fact that
LT
there
starting stuff.
yeah, I'm telling you that there is and should be a conversation in a healthy relationship. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I feel like for 100 episodes we've been talking about that. Just creating a healthy balance, whether it be work, whatever the relationship is, wherever you may live or whatever the space is. You know what I'm saying? Just that healthy communication between two parties is
Yeah.
important. It's
Yeah.
super important. Uh,
It is, and I'll even give a real life example. I was talking to my ex a couple well, let me say this, not my most recent ex, another one. That sounds bad, but it's not as bad as it sounds. But I was talking to him and we were just having regular conversation and he was just like, let's want to something that I don't think I've ever told you, but like you have always been a mystery to me. You I could never read you. And I sat there and I'm just like, what do you mean? We were together for like 2 years. I don't understand how this is possible. But from his point of view, he thought he never could read me. And he says still to this day, it's hard for him to read my emotions, my thoughts, my feelings. And I'm just like, what the heck? I would have never thought that, especially since I've never heard this before. But you really truly never know how people view you unless you ask. Like you can have a perception, but boy, you need to if you care to know, right?
Man, because
Like,
you'd have never
and I
known.
just,
You'd have never
yeah,
known.
I would have never known that. So I just thought it was just weird or not weird. It was just since we're on the topic of point of views, like I never knew that. And once he told me that, I was like, dang, how many people have actually ever thought that? And I asked a few friends of mine, and they kind of like said, yeah, sometimes you're hard to read. And I'm like, what? And it's just, I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it, but I just never knew that. And I just thought, man, I would love to see how people view me from, their point of view. So yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. I got so many words on that, but I'm gonna hey, me and Rock, man. We are friends and we haven't known you nowhere near as long as some people in your circle, but I'm not gonna say you are like just looking through clear glass. No, there's complexities there, but I don't know. I feel like I'm able to read you pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? But the other part is, man, I think so I would say that. So we've got friendships. I think
Yeah.
sometimes when it's romantic, we're scared to ask the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like we kind of come in with that since we're romantic, we got to kind of assume some stuff
Yeah.
Man.
instead of
No
just
need.
ask the questions.
Yeah.
And I think it's just crazy because just very recent, and when I say very recent, I could mean as recent as today. I got some a text basically asking me some questions about some things, and I was just like, I think this warrants a conversation of what's our point of view of each other because we're not understanding it. But I love the way Ariana Grande did it.
Yeah.
It was tender. It was,
Mhm.
what do you see in me? I think we're kind of carrying it into areas of not conflict, but yeah, that POV, man, because it was on a podcast and it was two dudes and they were making me laugh, but it was special. So one guy was like, hey man, I woke up today, man. I don't feel like I'm him. I feel like I'm real ugly and average. And the other dude was like, no, if you ask me, I'd say you're very handsome. You're that dude. And I was like, okay. And he started laughing. He was just like, wow, man, you just said it with no hesitation. He's like, because yeah, it's exactly what I believe. And he's like, yeah, I think all of us go through that time where
Yeah.
we don't feel like we're this, that, and the other.
Mhm.
And it's just normal human, like no matter how many people say you're this, and that, sometimes you
Mhm.
wake up, you don't feel it,
Mhm.
and man, I really felt that as Ariana was singing that. I said that like I know her. Hey, Ariana. But I can feel that. Like, I want to know how you see me because, one, I don't know, and two, I might not be feeling it.
Yeah, I'll add just a small piece to that, especially when it's compounding, when there's things on top of things, on top of other things, on top of your own thoughts. That gets hard to see yourself, right? It gets hard to see you. And so to be in a safe space with someone to say, hey, how do you see me? Like, what's your POV of me? Like, it, it's hard for me, for someone like me, it's hard for me to even ask that, right? But if I'm free with you, if I'm like liberated with you, if I'm just like so vulnerable with you and I can ask you that, that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing to be able to just say, hey, like, do you feel loved? Like, am I loving you correctly? Like, what's your POV? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I love when relationships go down that path and can stay on that path, because it does make for a great relationship for sure.
And I know usually LT, like, I won't add on to what you said because I feel like you say it all, and you mean what you say. You know what I'm saying? But from a guy's standpoint, we like that too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I just want to say it for me at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely want to know what you think of me for sure.
Yeah.
Cause in a way, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. You know what I'm saying? If
Mm-hmm.
I'm being 100% honest, healthy relationships don't exist in my family or in my, in my immediate circles. And
Yeah.
so, like, just especially if I'm being vulnerable in this situation, like me and Shell especially, like when we do anything, I want to make sure that this is healthy on both sides. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so, like, me getting an answer from her like, "Hey, is everything cool?" Like that check-in is important for me. You
It's
know
so
what I'm saying?
important.
It's so
It's
important because
vital.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to have casual conversations with you. You my
Yeah.
best friend. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I need to, if it's
Let's
something,
go
you know
deep.
what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so, like, the conversation, I feel like you are not alone in that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
the guy as well. He wants to hear the POV. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so, like, hey, come on, man. We just did a dissertation on Ariana Grande's music. You hear me? Listen, listen,
Ooh.
listen. This is a
This is
vibe.
only round one.
Come
That's
on, this is
crazy.
round
Let's
one. You
come on
hear
with
me?
round two.
Round two. Let's do it, John. What we doing, man?
Hey man, let's just get into the jam and then come back, man. Let's get into the jam, man. Let's go.
I wanna dance tonight. I wanna toast tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I wanna dance tonight. I wanna toast tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I wanna freak it tonight. Freaking baby, yeah. First thing we need to do is buy brand new fits for you. Make sure that you look good. Make sure that I smell good. Let's purchase 2 new Bentleys. I know that it looks trendy. So glad that it's not windy. Here comes that girl named Donnie. Ask if she wants to go. Tonight's gonna be hot for sure. Big dancing on the floor. Folks stripping, I don't know. Money flying everywhere. Champagne, we won't go there. Bottles popping in the air. They'll be screaming, I don't care.
Lucy Pearl, dance
Mm.
tonight. Hey, I picked that one, man. It's old school. It's a classic. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we haven't played it before, but I don't think we have in 100 episodes. But I picked that, man, because that feels like us. Like, you got these three
Yeah.
talents that each bring something
Yes,
different.
sir.
Like, you had Don coming in there singing, Raphael Sadiq with the production music chops, and then Ali Shaheed Muhammad with the beat making and the production chops, and they just came together, man. And it came together so smooth, you come out, you like, is this Don featuring, Raphael Sadiq? And then you're like, wait, no, they got Ali Shaheed Muhammad, like, they're a group. Oh, snap.
Hey,
So I feel like that's us. That's why I played that for our 100th episode. That's cheers to the They Jammin crew. 'Cause that's
Come on.
us.
Come on, no doubt.
Yes,
No
I'm here
doubt.
for that.
Yeah. That's definitely a vibe. Listen, hey, a little, just a small energy. You know what I'm saying? LT, I need something from you. This song, he said, I want to spend my money tonight. I want to dance, right? So,
Mhm.
is there a minimum on that first date? Talk to me, LT. I just need a little piece of
Wow.
something.
Wow.
Is
Where did
there
that
a
come from?
is there a
Okay.
minimum? You happen to be the first lady. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me.
A
Is there a
minimum?
minimum amount of money to spend on that first date?
Absolutely not. That's me. Gosh, I hate that this question even exists. No, like, because dates to me can be like, we can go and sit out on at the Pearl and like have a cute little, I don't know, Chick-fil-A dinner and like let's just talk. Let's just sit Indian style and talk. Like I'm that to me is like that means you were intentional about wanting to get to know me, like because we don't need anything extra. We don't need a whole bunch of fluff. We don't need a whole, 5-course meal. We just need you and me up under some beautiful stars and let's just talk. Like, so no, there's no like minimum that someone needs to spend on me, like at all. But I do like nice things, and you'll get to know that after this first little get together that we have. Like you'll get to know who I am because I'm gonna tell you what I like and what I don't like, and it's up to you to determine if you want to go down that road with me, right? Based on the things that I like and don't like. So no, there's no minimum for me whatsoever. I'm so simple, but that's the thing. You got to know who you're dealing with because there are girls
Come
who
on. Come on.
who do want you to spend at least $500 on the first date.
Yeah.
To me, it don't take all that. But that's just who I am, So
Dang,
yeah,
$500?
yeah,
Hey, they out there now. I ain't gonna leave you hanging, LT. They out there. You
yeah,
hear me? They
yeah.
definitely out there.
Didn't surprise me.
It's a conversation. You know what I mean? Like this is one of those songs where it makes you feel good, and unfortunately, music makes me think. And so I just know it's a fella out there that's like, hey man, what is it? What is normal these days? Especially when you been in a relationship for so long. That's another
Hmm.
thing a lot of people don't talk about. You just be out of the game for so long.
Yeah,
You don't know. You know what I mean? And so like being able to hear these things on this show is definitely gonna help somebody. You hear me?
yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely I love this song. John, you are 100% correct. I don't believe we played this one. But this group is definitely familiar to They Jammin. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely one of the ones. I appreciate you, brother. Now listen, it's on me. This is round two. I'm gonna do it just like
Round
this,
two.
man. I'm gonna do it just like this.
This one is dedicated for all the workers that work 9 to 5. And you wanna party, yeah. Hey, it's Friday, let's party tonight. Party, baby, it's Friday. Yes, it is. Gonna party, and I'm gonna party and get my groove on. Get my groove on. It's Friday, baby, baby. And I'm gonna party till the break of dawn. Yes, I am, yes, I am. I did my work this week. Woo! And baby, I just got paid. Gonna go buy me a fresh pair of Gators with some of this money that I made. Man, waiters on the
Yo, come on now, Sir Charles, man. Sir Charles Friday. Listen, very, very simple concept. We started this thing on a Friday, you know what I'm saying? I had to come on, man, I had to bring y'all some of that juke joint music. You know what I mean? Just
We
some of that
start this thing
vibe.
on a Friday. We
Yeah,
do it on a Friday.
come
It's
on.
Friday.
It's Friday. John be saying all the time, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got paid today. Somebody did. You hear me? So this is definitely
You
one
got
of the
on me
ones.
last time, so I said I ain't gonna say nothing about it. You got on me
Yeah.
last time, I said I ain't gonna say nothing about payday
Yeah,
this time.
hey, come on, man. It's Friday. It's a good vibe. This is the energy. I feel like in life, it's hard to make every day your Friday, but it's a simple thing to say. but a harder tool to actually do. So I just definitely want to encourage people, man, make every day. We don't post every day. You hear me? They Jammin. We are not a Monday through Friday show. But I will say this: we have enough content. 100 episodes. I'm just saying, we got enough content to carry you through, to carry that vibe through, man. Whatever you got to do to make yourself feel like that it's your Friday, do that. Do that. Carry that energy, man. It's only gonna be so much better in the end. Carry that energy throughout the week, man. I definitely want to encourage the people on this 100th episode. It feels so good to say that.
Come on, rock with a
You know what I mean?
word.
Come on now. Come on, it feels amazing. This is definitely a vibe. Listen, I know the show is still going. We got one more. Come on,
Yes,
talk to me.
Yeah.
sir.
Talk to me. LT, how you
I am
feeling?
actually. We're gonna talk our talk with Float by Janelle Monáe.
Let's go.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not the same. No, I'm not the same. No, I'm not the same. No, I'm not. No, I'm not the same. I think I done changed. Yeah. No, I'm not the same, nigga. I think I done changed, nigga. See something not the same, nigga. I used to walk into the room, head down, I don't walk, now I float on them, I float on them, just float. They hanging on to that goose down in my cup. Float on them, I float on them, just float. I don't step, I don't walk, I don't dance, I just float. Float, float, float. I don't dance, I just float. Float, 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 float. I just float.
Yo, come on now with float. Yeah. Yeah.
Come through.
Come through, you hear me?
Janelle Monáe, she is the queen of talk your talk. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, okay? Because I know who I am. Like, I just imagine that her and I would be really, really great friends because she just knows how to say what the girlies want them to say. Like, she just said, I don't dance anymore. I just float, y'all. I don't even gotta dance no more. Like, I just love her confidence. I love that she knows who the heck she is and she embraces it. Like, she lives by nobody's box. Like, and you can just tell by the way she carries herself. I love her and I love her music. And this song, when it first came out, I was like, come on, Janelle, let's go. And I played it
Listen,
on replay for forever.
listen, it's repeat worthy. You hear me?
Yeah,
It is
it is.
Listen, man, Janelle Monáe, the vibe, the she got the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
that certain style, that certain ingredient that just I can't figure out what that is. You know what I'm saying? So like she has it. She has it. She is it. You know what I'm
She is
saying?
it.
And that just I feel like the confidence part is so it's beautiful. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just to be so confident in the music, because a lot of the times music wise we don't really get confident records. You know what I mean? In the R&B space a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's I want you back, I love you, and ain't nothing wrong with that music. You hear me? I'm cool with that. But sometimes you know you just gotta talk your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so like I like that. I love that
Yeah.
for Janelle Monáe. You know what I'm saying? Like her vibe, her energy. Because I feel like it came at the right time. Like a lot of people
Mhm.
needed that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like needed that confidence, that boost, that just that sound good music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She does it for you every time.
she
Every
does. She's
time.
good. She's always gonna have some confidence boosting music. Some song that's gonna like make you look at yourself like, yeah, I actually am that girl.
Right, right. Definitely. Listen, they jamming. Come on now. Come on in the room. Hold on, let me get the music right. Let's do it. Let's do it right for this episode. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Can everybody hear it? We cool?
Yeah.
We, okay. Okay. Listen, man. They Jammin' podcast. I look 100 episodes down. I am excited still to this day. LT, I want to say this publicly because I tell you this privately all the time. I still get excited every day for your wisdom. You hear me? So I'm super excited and ready to hear what you got to say. Talk to the people. They want to hear from you. LT's wisdom.
Let's go. So LT's wisdom. So listen, it's not, something super profound, but it is important, right? Embrace new, embrace change. God often brings different to you because he needs you to see what's possible, right? And he needs you to trust him. Because a lot of times our vision of things isn't aligned with what his is for our lives. And so we get into this place where we're wrestling with him about why. But trust, right? Rest in his good hands, rest in his good word, because I promise you, different is good. It's all in how you look at it, right? And oftentimes we don't embrace that because, it's not packaged in the way that we want it to be packaged in. It's not packaged in the way that we thought for ourselves and how we would have it. So my advice to you is to just embrace it all. Be honest with yourself, be honest with others around you, take inventory on what you need, but embrace the difference, right? Embrace the change. And I cannot get off this episode without giving a big kudos and a big shout out to my brothers, Rock and John. I love you guys so much. I truly appreciate you. What y'all do behind the scenes for this show is incredible, and I appreciate y'all's creativity. I appreciate y'all's want and desire to want to make this show amazing, and I'm thankful that I have y'all in my lives in my life. And so thank you so much for making They Jammin'.
Yo, listen to me, LT's wisdom. I'm talking. Look. I'm talking to the people. I need y'all to understand. Look at me close. Listen, I'm telling you, she said a lot, and I love everything that she said. And They Jammin' agrees 110%. LT, man, we could spend 30 more minutes talking about about this. Listen, embracing that new thing, you know what I mean? And so it's such a beautiful concept. I love what you said. Listen, They Jammin', I need you to continue to do the essentials, continue to do They Jammin'-esque things. You know what I'm saying? We 100 episodes in, I got new words and things, man. Listen to me. Go. I need listen, my co-hostesses would agree. They Jammin' podcast. This is the place you want to be. The home of the conversation. The home of the jam. Every single time. Listen, come back next week, because I promise you, we still gonna be jamming, y'all. Come on.
Listen, I'm so